There's pornography in your child's school library.
Say what?
It's not going anywhere if the
What?
librarians get their way.
What?
Board members of the American Association of School
Was it this?
Librarians stated
Was
that
this the
removing
porno?
material featuring graphic depictions
I
of
bet
sex
money
acts from schools is akin
it was
to banning books.
this picture
Meanwhile, the
right here, or the one where she's in a shell. You know, she got it all hanging out there in her cloth, doing this thing, and I imagine the statue of David is fucking porno to these people.
Whistleblowing that CRT classes were being taught at his school. So how do concerned parents fight back against this radical?
Keep it in
curriculum?
context.
Let's talk to Keisha.
I remember when I was in
Kane,
school, they had locks on
moms from
computers. So
Liberty,
unless these
Florida,
kids are
Jeff
hacking the
co-chair,
lock, which is
Patrice Onwuka, director of the
it's
Center
gonna be on the
for
administrating
Economic
policy of
Opportunity
your kid
and
getting
Women's
expelled
Forum,
anyways.
and Charles Love, executive director, is seeking educational excellence.
There are rules.
Of the Charles Love Show. All parents of school children.
So you hear them talk about it here in a minute. I don't hear any names of like a website that they're allowed to go to, like porn.com must be that they're using the governmental industrial model. I've already watched, so bear with me.
What can parents do to push back against it?
Just can I have a copy of the syllabus this year?
I think the biggest issue is that
Can you? I mean, you have a syllabus, right? It's like you would expect to cover if it was math, algebra, and maybe trigonometry this year, or like advanced algebra before you make extra steps.
We have to make people aware.
You know, math class I'm not really too worried about, but out of all of them, math class is the most dangerous because it's really the one where you could put gods and super beings like Sun Tzu and Superman and death battle match it to really get math and statistical analysis for critical theory. I mean, it gets pretty fucking frosty up here. But back to the pornography in schools, how would you consider it, unless it's a hustler or a vintage hustler or Playboy, maybe that's educational reading? Or the tearing out, I mean, administrative policies anyways, it's okay, the parents don't like it, we make a vote, get rid of that book, I mean, at some point in time in there. But it's like burning literature is what they said?
We're arming them with the tools to be able to speak out, to seek information, and to understand exactly what their children are being taught, and then to give them a voice to be able to then push back, in different ways. And, whether you're talking about the curricula itself, the types of lessons that are being taught, or even the messages that are being transmitted to our young children, the books that are being introduced.
I mean, like I said, when the book comes up, tell me it's to kill the Lord of the Flies, and that there was a picture of a woman's hoo-ha out there. You have federal. Have you ever read a Western?
Pit parents against educators. That should not be the case, and that's why I think it's important that parents not just know what's going on in their schools.
It brings you up. Why they won't give you an education book, but man, they will give you all kinds of Westerns while you're in jail.
Keisha, there seems to be this conflict within the conversation around this, where people are basically saying, if you're restricting the teaching of CRT
bull cattle
or something
or
along those
a
lines,
cattle drive
that you're
with some
engaging in something
the
that is
biggest bull ever
anti-free
apparently.
speech, or that is
That was a
engaged
good
in
one.
some kind of creation of a speech code.
Got in the role, saved the day, stomped out a raccoon for some old lady, got the daughter. It was great.
Parents shouldn't have any kind of role in directing what schools are teaching their kids.
My response
I meant that because he busted up Raccoon City.
I have had it. We are literally, there is pornography. There is pornography in K through 12. I mean, what is it really going to take? I was trying to come on and be more
is Doris the Explorer showing some leg these days?
It really just infuriates me. I don't know what else is it going to take
porn in school when I was in school.
To say, you know what? I'm done. I am calling for a mass exodus. This is too far. This is like grooming.
I brought it.
A child could not go up and open up their laptop and pull up pornography, but they can take a walk to the library at a public school.
Explain to me how they can walk to a library. And how do you assume that they couldn't get it on their laptop? They're probably on their laptop watching porn. You don't even know enough of the cases. Again, I would know the name of the website. I would know the name of the book. I would see the exact picture. I'm an adult. You would say nudity is this. Well, put the picture up and just use FCC bars, Fox. That's the picture.
This is too much. It's too much.
Well, it's infuriating.
We'll see a naked meth addict running down the streets in your on your fucking videos with a
for this whole type of content to even be